In the beginning of this remarkable journey, there lived a young man named Mark van Dongen who carried within him an extraordinary spirit of curiosity and kindness that touched everyone around him from the very start. Born into a warm and encouraging family setting in a peaceful community, Mark spent his early years discovering the wonders of the world through simple yet meaningful daily adventures, such as wandering along gentle pathways surrounded by nature where he would observe the changing seasons and collect small treasures that sparked his imagination. His parents and siblings provided a foundation of love and guidance, teaching him the importance of honesty, empathy, and the value of putting in consistent effort toward any goal, whether it was helping with household tasks or supporting friends during their own moments of growth. As Mark grew older, he developed a passion for learning that led him to explore a wide range of subjects with genuine enthusiasm, dedicating quiet hours to reading inspiring stories and practicing skills that allowed him to create things with his hands while also enjoying group activities like team games and friendly gatherings that built lasting connections and brought smiles to many faces. His teenage period was marked by a balanced routine of personal development and social engagement, where he learned to listen attentively to others, offer thoughtful advice when asked, and maintain a positive outlook even when facing minor everyday hurdles that everyone encounters at some point. This strong character helped him form deep friendships based on trust and shared interests, and he often reflected on how these relationships enriched his life and prepared him for bigger steps ahead. Upon reaching adulthood, Mark felt a natural pull toward new horizons, deciding thoughtfully to relocate to a fresh environment that offered exciting possibilities for both his career and overall well-being, a choice he approached with careful planning and excitement for the unknown. He prepared himself by focusing on building inner strength and practical abilities, ensuring the transition would be smooth and filled with opportunities to grow. Once settled in this vibrant new place, Mark quickly embraced the local rhythms of life, taking on responsibilities that matched his talents while making sure to stay connected with his roots through regular moments of reflection and communication that kept his sense of belonging alive. Colleagues and neighbors soon came to see him as a dependable presence, someone who arrived each day with energy and a readiness to collaborate, always contributing ideas that helped the group move forward together. His personal time included peaceful hobbies such as enjoying calming melodies, preparing wholesome meals that brought comfort, and participating in community activities designed to foster unity and shared enjoyment, all of which kept his mind clear and his heart light. Mark approached every aspect of his existence with gratitude and determination, viewing each experience as a building block for a fulfilling path, and he would often pause to appreciate the small victories that accumulated over time, reinforcing his belief that life held endless potential for those who remained open and resilient. This early chapter of his story was one of steady progress and quiet contentment, laying a solid groundwork of character and connections that would support him through all the chapters yet to come, highlighting the kind of individual who inspired hope and warmth in those fortunate enough to know him during these promising years. This story isn't over yet, the real secrets are still waiting. Subscribe to the channel right now to watch the video till the end, so you can fully experience more thrilling and terrifying stories like this. As time moved forward in this new chapter of his life, Mark found himself building an even stronger sense of purpose and connection within his chosen surroundings, where daily routines blended harmoniously with opportunities for personal achievement and meaningful interactions. He dedicated himself to his professional responsibilities with unwavering focus, approaching each task as an opportunity to contribute positively and to refine the skills he had cultivated over many years, earning respect from those who worked alongside him through his consistent reliability and thoughtful approach to collaboration. Beyond his work, Mark nurtured a circle of close companions who appreciated his gentle nature and his ability to bring lightness and encouragement into any gathering, often sharing quiet evenings filled with conversations about dreams, challenges, and the simple joys that made life worthwhile. He remained deeply attached to his family roots, making time for heartfelt exchanges that kept the bond strong despite the physical distance, drawing comfort from the knowledge that support was always present whenever needed. In moments of reflection, Mark would consider how far he had come, feeling a quiet pride in the way he balanced independence with genuine care for others, and he continued to pursue interests that brought him peace, such as exploring creative outlets and maintaining a healthy lifestyle through regular activity and mindful choices. This period represented a time of steady fulfillment, where every small step forward reinforced his belief in the power of perseverance and kindness, creating a foundation that felt solid and full of promise for whatever might lie ahead in the unfolding narrative of his journey. Yet even in the midst of this apparent stability, subtle shifts began to emerge that would gradually alter the course of events in ways no one could have anticipated at the outset. Mark encountered a relationship that initially seemed to offer companionship and shared understanding, one that developed over time through mutual respect and common experiences, allowing both individuals to feel valued and supported in their respective paths. The connection brought moments of warmth and shared laughter into his days, complementing the other aspects of his life rather than overshadowing them, and he approached it with the same openness and sincerity that defined so much of his character. As the bond grew, discussions about the future arose naturally, reflecting hopes for continued harmony and growth together, though challenges inherent in any close partnership also surfaced, requiring patience and clear communication to navigate. Mark handled these with his characteristic calm and consideration, always striving to maintain balance and honesty while honoring the feelings of everyone involved. This phase, though marked by increasing complexity, still carried an undercurrent of optimism, as he believed that with effort and goodwill, relationships could evolve in positive directions, much like the other elements of his life that had flourished through dedication and care. Little did anyone realize how profoundly external pressures and unforeseen circumstances would soon test the resilience he had so carefully built, setting the stage for trials that would demand every ounce of strength he possessed. As the relationship continued to deepen between Mark and the person he had grown close to, tensions quietly mounted in ways that were not immediately apparent to those on the outside looking in. What had started as a promising connection filled with mutual understanding began to face strains from differing expectations and the emotional complexities that can arise when past attachments linger in the background. Mark remained committed to handling matters with fairness and clarity, believing that open discussions could resolve misunderstandings and allow everyone to move toward a healthier place. He expressed his feelings honestly, explaining his desire for a fresh beginning while still showing consideration for the emotions of the other party involved. Despite these efforts, the atmosphere grew heavier over time, marked by repeated attempts at communication that sometimes led to frustration rather than resolution. Mark, ever the thoughtful individual, sought to maintain boundaries respectfully, drawing on the lessons of patience and empathy he had carried with him throughout his life. Friends and family who knew him well noticed his increasing focus on finding balance, as he confided in trusted people about the challenges of navigating such personal transitions. He continued his daily life with the same dedication to work and well-being, using routines like quiet walks and time spent in reflection to keep his perspective steady amid the uncertainty. This phase tested his resilience in subtle but significant ways, reminding him that even strong foundations could encounter unexpected pressures when human hearts and hopes were at stake. Through it all, Mark held on to his core values, striving to act with integrity while hoping that time and understanding would bring clarity and peace to the situation for everyone concerned. Gradually, the situation reached a point where Mark felt the need to clearly state his intentions once more, choosing a calm and private moment to reaffirm that the chapter needed to close so that all parties could find their own paths forward. He approached this conversation with the same sincerity he applied to every important decision in his life, aiming to express himself without causing unnecessary pain while being firm about his choices. The exchange, though difficult, was intended as a step toward closure, allowing space for healing and new beginnings. Afterward, Mark returned to his routines, finding solace in the support of those closest to him and in the small comforts that grounded him each day. He remained optimistic that with honesty and distance, the lingering difficulties would fade, much like clouds passing after a storm. Colleagues observed his continued professionalism, and neighbors saw the same kind presence they had always appreciated. In private moments, he would think about the future with hope, envisioning a life where relationships were built on mutual respect and where personal growth continued uninterrupted. This period, though emotionally taxing, strengthened his appreciation for the importance of clear communication and self-respect, qualities he had long valued and now relied upon more than ever. Little signs of progress appeared in his outlook, as he focused on rebuilding inner calm and looking ahead to brighter possibilities that life still held in store. However, what followed would prove far more challenging than anyone could have foreseen, as a single moment of extreme distress shattered the fragile equilibrium Mark had worked so carefully to maintain. In the quiet hours of one fateful night, an act of profound desperation unfolded that changed everything in an instant, leaving Mark facing consequences that no amount of preparation or strength could fully shield him from. The event brought immediate and overwhelming hardship, thrusting him into a world of medical care, uncertainty, and the need for extraordinary endurance. Those who cared for him witnessed his determination to face the ordeal with the same quiet courage he had shown in easier times, even as the physical and emotional toll became evident. Family members rallied around him, offering unwavering support as he navigated hospital routines and the slow process of recovery. Medical professionals provided dedicated attention, working to stabilize his condition and offer guidance through the difficult days ahead. Mark, though deeply affected, clung to the hope that perseverance would lead toward improvement, drawing strength from memories of happier times and from the love surrounding him. This turning point marked the beginning of a profoundly trying chapter, one that would demand every reserve of resilience he possessed while highlighting the unpredictable nature of life's trials and the vital role of compassion in the face of suffering. In the days and weeks that followed that sudden and life-altering night, Mark entered a prolonged period of intensive medical attention where teams of skilled professionals worked tirelessly to address the severe physical impact he had suffered. The environment around him shifted dramatically from the familiar routines of independence to one filled with constant monitoring, careful procedures, and the steady presence of compassionate caregivers who explained each step with patience and clarity. Mark, though facing immense physical difficulty and discomfort, showed remarkable inner strength by cooperating fully with every recommendation, maintaining a calm demeanor even during the most challenging moments. His family remained by his side as much as circumstances allowed, offering words of encouragement, holding his hand during quiet hours, and sharing memories of brighter times to help keep his spirits lifted. Visitors who were permitted to see him brought small tokens of care, gentle messages, familiar scents, or soft music played at low volume, that reminded him of the life he had known and the people who valued him deeply. Through this difficult stretch, Mark focused on the smallest signs of progress, no matter how gradual, finding motivation in each tiny improvement reported by the medical team. He reflected often on the resilience he had built over the years, drawing quiet comfort from the belief that the human spirit could endure and adapt even under the heaviest burdens. This phase became a testament to the power of steady support from loved ones and dedicated professionals, as well as to Mark's own determination to face each day with as much dignity and hope as he could muster. As time passed and initial stabilization gave way to longer-term care, Mark began a slow and methodical process of rehabilitation aimed at regaining as much function and comfort as possible. Therapists worked with him daily, guiding gentle movements, strengthening exercises, and techniques designed to support both body and mind through what would be a lengthy journey of recovery. He approached these sessions with the same thoughtful persistence he had always shown in life, listening carefully to instructions, asking questions when needed, and celebrating even modest achievements that others might overlook. The routine brought structure to days that otherwise felt uncertain, providing moments of purpose amid the ongoing challenges. Family members continued their unwavering involvement, coordinating visits, helping coordinate practical needs, and simply being present to share in both the struggles and the small victories. Mark's positive outlook, though tested repeatedly, remained a source of inspiration to those around him. He would often express gratitude for the kindness he received and for the opportunity to keep working toward improvement. In quieter moments, he contemplated the deeper lessons this experience carried, about vulnerability, the importance of human connection, and the ways life can change unexpectedly yet still hold space for growth and meaning. These reflections helped sustain him, reinforcing his resolve to move forward one careful step at a time while cherishing the support that surrounded him like a steady anchor. Meanwhile, those closest to Mark also navigated their own emotional journeys, grappling with shock, sorrow, and the ongoing effort to provide consistent care and encouragement. Friends who had known him in happier times reached out regularly, sending messages of solidarity and checking in to ensure he felt remembered and valued beyond the walls of his current surroundings. The wider circle of people whose lives he had touched began to share stories of his kindness and reliability, keeping his spirit alive in conversations even when physical presence was limited. This collective outpouring of care created a network of quiet strength that extended far beyond any single individual, illustrating how one person's character could ripple outward to influence and uplift many others. Mark, whenever he was able, responded to these gestures with appreciation, his words carrying the same warmth and sincerity that had always defined him. The shared experience deepened bonds among family and friends, fostering greater understanding and unity as everyone worked together toward the common goal of seeing Mark through this arduous chapter. Moments of lightness occasionally broke through, shared laughter over old memories or hopeful discussions about future possibilities, serving as reminders that hope could coexist with hardship and that love endured even in the most trying circumstances. Yet the road ahead remained long and uncertain, filled with questions about the extent of recovery and the adjustments that would be necessary moving forward. Mark continued to face each new day with a blend of realism and quiet optimism, accepting that some changes might be permanent while holding on to the possibility of meaningful progress wherever it could be found. Medical updates came in stages, each one met with careful consideration and renewed determination to adapt and persevere. Through it all, he remained deeply grateful for every act of kindness, every encouraging word, and every moment of human connection that helped carry him along. This extended period of trial highlighted not only the fragility of life but also its capacity for profound resilience when met with compassion, patience, and unwavering support. As the story of Mark's journey continued to unfold, it stood as a powerful reminder of the strength found in the human heart and in the bonds that people form with one another, even when the path grows unexpectedly steep and shadowed. This story isn't over yet. The real secrets are still waiting. Subscribe to the channel right now to watch the video till the end, so you can fully experience more thrilling and terrifying stories like this.